Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Snake Room. And today we're going to talk about something that I don't think a lot of people talk about, but it's something that new snake owners, especially if you have a baby ball python, is something that a lot of times you will struggle with. And that is, what do you do if I have an aggressive snake? And now, before you jump in the comments and start telling me that it's not aggression, I know that it's not aggression. I know it's defensive posture, but to a new snake owner, a snake that is trying to strike at you appears to be aggressive. So, what do you do? What causes this behavior? What can you do about it? I'm going to try to demonstrate that and see if I can kind of walk you through the mechanics of it. So, first of all, we need to find one that's displaying this kind of behavior. All right, so there's probably not a better example in my collection than Q4 here. This is one that's been on the defensive side since I've hatched him. I've been working with him and he's gotten better, but yeah, you can see that he's trying to strike out at me. And I think a new owner, the first thing they're going to say is that I've got a mean snake. Well, here's the thing. You have to understand that he's not being mean. He's intimidated. He's backed into a corner. This is an animal that normally likes to hide to stay away from predators, and he has nowhere to hide. He's backed into a corner, and for all he knows, my huge hand is a predator that's coming to eat him. So, since he can't hide, his only defense is to just hope to God he can scare me off. So if I come from in front of him, he's probably going to take a shot at me. Well, but you've seen him take shots. So what do you do here? Well, you have to understand that we're very large compared to these animals. I know that there's this lore around snakes that they're this scary creature, but the truth is we're so much bigger. This guy weighs maybe 100 grams, and I weigh probably 100 kilograms, not 100 kilograms. That's like 220 pounds. But you get the idea. I am probably 1,000 times bigger than this guy. Just my arm, just my hand and forearm are huge. So he's trying to scare me away. He's saying, I don't have anywhere to hide. I've got to get this thing away and scare it away. So what you want to do is, instead of coming from in front, I'm going to pull this all the way out. And what I need to do is get this thing out of defensive mode. So I'm going to go over the top, and even if he strikes, even if you get bit, slowly come down and touch him back here on the back, not on the head. Just gently touch him, let him know that you're there. And we're going to cut my hand over him and get him out of that defensive posture, and now he's in a sheltering posture. So I'm going to take him. I'm going to pull him up, keep him under your hand so that he doesn't feel threatened. I'm going to bring him up to my body, just like this. And I'm going to shelter him so that he does not feel threatened anymore. And this does two things. First of all, he's not out in the open anymore. He doesn't feel vulnerable anymore. And I'm going to uncover him, and you can see that he's not posturing up anymore. So it shelters him so he doesn't feel vulnerable, and he's also getting my scent. He's getting used to my scent. He's learning that my scent does not mean danger. And that's one of the reasons that he didn't strike at my hand when I came directly at him, is he's learned that my scent is not food, and it's not danger, and it's not going to hurt him. So what you want to do is just kind of keep them in this posture or keep them in this position until they feel relaxed. This one is already starting to relax because I've been working with him. So he's relaxed a lot quicker than he would have normally, than maybe a normal one would have. And now the same snake, I'm going to set him in my lap. You can see the same snake that was trying to kill me just a second ago. He's come out of that defensive posture. He's starting to explore. See the tongue flicks? So he's starting to explore. I've communicated to this animal that I'm not dangerous. And so now I can actually handle him. Now, one thing that you don't want to do, you don't want to make sudden movements or anything. Don't ever come from in front of them when they come out and start exploring. Let them do the exploring, and any movements that you make, try to do behind them or off to the side, not in front of their face. But yeah, this same animal that was lunging at me just a minute ago is exploring and not really showing any aggression whatsoever, just simply because I've communicated to it that it was not in danger. Because that's all that was wrong with it, is it thought it was in danger. But this is something that you can do if you have a snake that's showing this, and this is something that you will struggle with if you have a baby snake, because baby snakes are much more intimidated than big snakes because it's a big world. So hopefully this helps, and you can try this, but you just want to shelter the animal. If it feels intimidated, just shelter it, cover it, and make it feel like it's not out in the open. And that's the biggest step to relaxing it. One thing that I forgot to add, that I probably should add before I end this video, is that this will improve over time. The more you communicate to your snake that you're not a danger, that you're not threatening, and you keep approaching it in non-threatening ways, from above or behind, not in front, and slow and steady and without hesitating. Don't hesitate if you think it's going to strike. Don't reach and then pull your hand back real fast, because if you do that, then it's a sudden movement and you're going to scare it again. Come in confidently, slowly, over the top or behind, gently touch it. Do these things consistently, and your snake will grow out of this. It will stop being intimidated by you, and it will learn that you're not a danger, and it'll mellow out of this stage. So be patient, stick with it, and you'll get your snake through this stage if he's going through it, he or she. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.